Hey guys, Epic Worlds PCG. Today I'm going to be doing a lore video on the planet Gondo, which is right there on my new PCG notebook that I got. I'll be doing reviews on both of these notebooks in a future video, but I just wrote down some stuff about Gondo. But first, we're going to look at the Gondo world map, and I'm going to explain everything a little bit in depth. So right here is the Drave Empire, or Kingdom, and they live in a frozen city. This is that Trantic Sea, Shipwreck Sea, and the last is Montual Ocean. These are the Keppel Islands, just a group of 4 little islands that are pretty primitive. This is the Gapu Forest with the Gondo Temple, and the Gondo Temple contains the portal that leads to the planet Shri, which is the only way to access to the Epic Worlds universe from the normal PCG universe. This is the Flak Desert, just a very big expanse of desert. The Hilt Plains is really huge. It takes up most of the continent. Rovin Village, Rovio Bay, and Dreth Bay. Bloodland Bog. Many different creatures live there. Today I'm going to be showing you creatures, lore, just all sorts of stuff. This is the Kova City, the main city in Gondo, and the Hento Empire, or Legion, is the second main city. So these are the 2 main cities. Yeah. Now I'm going to be getting to some more lore. So, if you didn't watch my Mercado Library video, I just showed you this. This map is outdated. I got rid of Shadspire, and the only planets now are Gondo, Toten, Ikko, Gorgath, and maybe Kolbaz. I don't know if I will include it, but the main ones that you need to know about is Gorgath, Ikko, Toten, and Gondo. Natafar and Pecto are just like 2 moons of Gondo that also contain some lore. But for the most part, you don't need to really know about Shadspire or Kolbaz. Now, here are some characters you may find in Gondo. So this is, of course, the Zuvak boss. His name is Dark Venvak. And there's also different versions of Zuvaks that live in Gondo and other planets. But yeah, this Zuvak outweighs all Zuvaks, and Zuvaks bow down to the wrath of the Dark Venvak. He can extend his deadly floating fists, which are these. He can push them to his enemies and take control of all surrounding Zuvaks. Yeah. Other creatures are the Elgrots. They live in small huts. And yeah, they're pretty primitive warriors. Not much to say about that. Now I'm going to get to what's inside the PCG notebook. So these are the 2 main factions of Gondo. We have the Hento and the Kova, also known as the Kovians and the Hentoians. But yeah, I'm going to start off with Hento. So Hento is like a really brutal tribe, and they just really don't like the Kovians. And yeah, they're really industrial based and have lots of really good weapons. Now the Kovians are kind of like nature-ish, primitive warriors, and they live in small huts like this. And yeah, they make up most of the population of Gondo. And these are their flags. This is Hento's flag, and that's Gondo's flag. The last main empire that isn't really one of the big ones, but it's the Drave Empire. They live in the frozen city in the south, and this is a Drave warrior. It's like an Arctic ice spikes dude. That's their flag, and they live in ice caves. I'm going to get on to some common creatures you see in Gondo. You have the Tiki Nukis, which also live in Toten. Here are just some basic mechs. You also have Varxes, which are really small little guys that also show up on this PCG cover right there. Yeah. We also have Bapu birds, which are very weird. We have Klumbarant. He's a floating, kind of like a Cloudian. He has some Cloudian cells in him, but he's just a really OP version. We have the Elgrots, of course, and then the hand squid. And yeah, there's many other creatures, but these are just some basic ones. So yeah, Gondo is the oldest planet, and it keeps expanding. I already have a couple PCGs for it. And yeah, so that was the first lore video of a new lore series I'll be starting, telling about each planet. But yeah, that was Gondo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.